Live streams now. Oh,
I'll
be right back. I got to answer this.
All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. I'll throw the
link. There you go, Hank.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, the link's out there. Let me go back through the comments.
Playing with our phones.
Yeah.
Let me see. We got Dick is here. Hello, Dick. How you doing?
I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I know. He put out a few videos. John Rhodes, how you doing? Mick Hardy, hello.
No, I lost it.
So, Mick, you need to ask your question again, whatever it was from last week.
Yeah, what the hell was it last week?
That.
I know. We went crazy looking back at the stream to see what the hell it was.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. It's funny, you know, I hope Brucey comes up because I've been watching this drag. It's called Dragon Drive event, Sick Week down in Florida. And
man.
One of the guys in it actually is from Red Deer, Alberta. And I'm wondering if Brucey knows the guy.
That's good, Klaus. You're so busted.
What was he dancing?
No, man, he didn't realize he was going to come up, and he's like doing a pretty nice pour, actually. What is it today, Klaus?
It's my hazy IPA.
Ooh, you say nothing but head, right, Klaus?
Exactly.
No. Now hazy IPAs I can do.
Is that fully synthetic, Close?
Yeah.
No. All dino. No problem.
That's right.
And you, if you're lucky, it's going to be vegan too. Well,
is it gluten free?
Yay. It says quality beer. It must be.
There you go. It says so right on the label.
Yeah, right. Did you guys know that beer is the only drink that everything you add to it, except water, you take out?
Right.
Ta-da! So this is basically just the good stuff left. And cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
It's so good.
Yummy.
So Haas done. Is he somebody new that's watching?
No, he's been on. He's been on. Yeah, he's been on.
I don't catch all the comments, so
yeah. But I'm in the StreamYard comments. I don't. If there's anything on YouTube that I'm missing, I don't know.
John, you are so devilish. Come on up here and defend yourself, John.
Yeah. Try to bring a beard if you got any.
Yeah, somebody asked me what they should send to Mick, and I told them hair dye would be nice.
Yeah.
It's called bowling wax.
No, for the nether regions.
Ooh.
Hey, Dilly. There's Arch. Dilly.
Hello, Gary.
Yeah, we haven't seen Gary in a while. Hello, Gary. How are you?
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
We got the snowblower from hell in today.
Right.
What is it?
It's a Poulan Pro 5.5 horse Tecumseh, low on oil, 4 engine bolt mounting bolts loose, muffler got the wrong bolts and brackets in. Intake loose, wrong bolts in there.
Is it black?
Bracket broken off of the engine stud that holds the muffler at the back. Won't run because the muffler was running, so everything was running so bad it totally carboned up. Like I never seen a carburetor with so much carbon on it, in it. Finally got it fired up, and guess what? She's running at 4,400 RPM, and I think he blew the governor on it. But I got to let Jake check that out because I'm not going to fool around with governors. But you can't throttle it down; it's just winding out.
Mm.
Oh,
or the governor has become loose. It needs to be,
reset. But I don't think that's the case. But
I had it one time on one of those. Is it over revving or under revving?
Over revving. It should be running around 3,600.
Yeah. Is that the one that's black in color or yellow?
What's that? The
blower.
The snowblower? The Poulan Pro. It's black.
Like with the yellow lettering.
Yeah, I think it is black. Yellow lettering.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times, when you clamp down that governor arm, it doesn't clamp tight enough.
Yeah, but the Tecumseh, you got to do the 2 adjustment. You got the arm with
Yes.
that little arm, that little thing there.
Yeah, the little thing on the end there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Justin or Jason, how'd you make out with the starter on that Courage? Did you get it going? He had a Cub Cadet he was working on.
Again, yeah.
Yeah,
He had
plastic rims, Wayne, plastic rims.
Plastic rims.
The
Not on this
rims.
one. No.
Some of the old Aarons, like the 5 horses, had the plastic rims.
Yeah, we actually got the plastic. A lot of the ones we got in here, we got them to warranty and still give us new plastic rim tires. Tires and rims, brand new.
Those are a pain in the ass with tubes in. I hate those.
Yeah, we sent them to Murdoch's local tire shop.
Yeah,
$10 labor plus the cost of the tube. Not worth the hassle.
No, my dealer charges I think $6 plus the tube. So
yeah.
Everyone's saying hello.
My body can't handle changing tires or putting tubes in anymore.
Yeah.
One day it approaches 70 degrees. You'll have to do the math for you guys somewhere else. But I got a Toro personal pace lawnmower. Somebody dropped off a Honda HRR lawnmower. Never had it maintenance before. It's actually in good shape. And I got 2 chainsaws yesterday. So it's just like everything's blowing up.
I got 2 things right now. Will somebody in the chat please hit the thumbs up for Kenny? And anyone not subscribed to him, can you just help us get him over the next 50?
I was going to say that 5,000 is going to kill me for the next month.
He's killing us with not getting past 5,000.
Well, how about Brucey? Did Brucey make his 45? Where's Brucey?
Please help.
Brucey's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if all you people out there that are watching or subscribed, talk to your cousins, your grandparents,
your mother,
family members, your friends.
Hack
Tell them
your
to hit the
mom's
subscribe.
computer. Yeah, do it so we can get Kenny off our back. That would be nice.
Mike, you can come up here, Mike. I got room for 10, Mike.
Well, the other half is subscribe, but watch his videos.
We got to get Brucey
You got
over
to watch
today.
the videos.
Brucey's only got 13 to go.
Dirt Rider, get back up here because
Someone put up Brucey's link.
Come on up.
Yeah.
Dick. And Señor Brucenero, ¿cómo está?
Hey, Dick.
So how did that go, Arch?
Yeah, Arch. She's, you know why she's watching? She wants to see how many people are watching. She's going to ask for more money.
Oh, yeah. She's going to say, you've been doing what? You've been charging what?
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. Mick Hardy. Holy crap.
Cow.
You came in person to ask your question? Mick?
Mick, you there? Hello? Are you dressed? You decent? Mick?
Hello, Mick. Hello.
Hello, Mick.
Mick?
That's Earth to Mick. Earth to Mick.
Maybe he doesn't know he hit the join. I don't know.
Hi.
Somebody's there. Mick. Hello, Mick.
Mick, you can only hear the wife.
You
take back control. Take back control.
Hello. Isn't that the one that had the question last live stream that said it was 2 ago? Yeah.
You there, Mick? Mr. Hardy? What's going on?
Hello.
It must be his first time. He probably doesn't know what to turn on.
You got to hit the camera to turn the if you have a camera. If there's a camera on, we can see.
Hank, is that Lay's? Those are not good for your heart, buddy. You better send that thing to me.
Nothing's good for your heart.
except walking.
Yeah.
What?
So you had to ruin it, eh?
Stop sounding like Anita, will you?
Got to make it all about the healthy stuff for us, guys.
Walking's overdone.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Yeah, I walk to the shop, back into the house, out to the shop, back into the house. That's enough walking.
I'll walk down for a 12-pack and come back. That's good exercise, right?
It is.
Problem
anyway,
is,
Klaus,
hey, Arch, the 10, Southern California at this time of year. Sorry.
There you go. Subscribe to Brucey. 15. Was it 13 more? got to get to 45,000.
Yeah, and then hit Kenny too, so we can get some time and quiet.
Oh, wait, what did Dick say? Lay's or imitation
Walker's crisps.
Ah.
Well,
every time I go for a walk,
it's actually the other way around, but they're still good chips.
Yeah.
I like the kettle type ones, the kettle cooked.
Nah, I just regular Lay's.
Henry wants to show us something. Henry, what you got there?
every time I go for a walk, I go to the store and I gotta always pick up something, So nice little tiny ratchet.
Nice little offset. I like that.
Hank, did your parents ever told you not to show off?
Where'd you get that? Harbor Freight?
No.
Lowe's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lowe's.
So grocery store right next to Lowe's, or
You're getting 0.15 volts. That's it. Did you check your battery cable to make sure your battery cable's not all rotted inside?
Check your meter.
Well, his battery was only 9.8 yesterday, so.
Check
Thanks,
your
Lynn.
meter.
Oh, Mick's trying again.
Mick, go give it hell, buddy. Come
you
on.
got to give Hank a chance. When Hank, you go like this, and we'll yell you out. Don't let these guys run over you, Hank.
Sometimes it's difficult to see if he's stuffing himself with food or he's going up with his hands. Like
I seen something silver in his hand. I thought he had a knife or something. He was going to say when he went to shop and pick up his potato chips, he had to take a blade with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jason, I've seen it where the battery cable coming from the solenoid to the starter is so rotted green internally that the resistance is so much that there's like no voltage coming out. I've seen it.
Totally corroded.
That's not the problem. Ground.
Yeah, well, it's a ground.
Check
Yeah,
the ground.
I'm saying, no, brand new starter. He just put it on.
Well, I mean, if you got a bad ground to the chassis,
But how would that give you low voltage?
because he can't get back there.
Yeah, but before he put the new starter on, did he check that it was the
I thought it
starter
was-
issue?
I mean, I'm assuming that the battery
Starter's bad, so he ordered a new starter, and that came yesterday. So he put the new one on, and I showed him how to do the starter solenoid test and all that.
But the starter is mounted to the engine, which is mounted to the frame, which is mounted to the negative return to the battery. If that's corroded, guess what happens?
Yeah, it's not
No
getting
forward flow. So check the ground. Check the negative. Check that wire that's usually on the left-hand side behind the rear wheel, usually in that area.
Yeah.
Going back to the battery.
I would take the jump box and test the starter on the bench first, if anything. Make sure the starter itself is good.
I mean, I am assuming that
Link you.
Jason knows these things. You need a good battery.
There you go.
You need but if you still bad flow in current.
Yeah, come on up, Jason. We'll talk. Where are you, Brucey? I got to talk to you about something about Red Deer.
Whoa, Bruce said it. I'm right.
God has spoken.
There we go.
We only got half a crew here.
Bruce made
it's the little things, Klaus. It's the little things.
I was BSing my way through life, and Bruce just said it. Thank you, Bruce.
Wait, here you go. You want to hold on? You want to snapshot that there, Klaus?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, but no. I'm just happy Mick is not here because he's fast with that snapshot thing.
See, always about food. It's not crummy. It's crumby.
Crumby.
Oh,
crumby.
That's right.
No, it's because it's Mexican.
Yeah.
They spell it that way. I go down. Crumby. Oh, okay.
That's right. Mick, post your question. That we're dying to know what you wanted to know last week.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, Mick.
I know. There he is.
There's the pate.
Was it live from New York? It's Saturday night.
This is brutal. This should not be giving me this much of a hard time. I got more tools than probably needed to start this machine. I think the only tool I'm missing is me. That's the problem.
Did you try just jumping the starter direct from a good 12 volt to make sure it works?
I tested the starter. The starter is good. Here, see how I even clean the ears. Hold on, I can't see. Can you guys see the starter? Can you see my finger?
Yeah.
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 All right. So you see, I cleaned this all up because this is where the starter gets ground, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, courage.
So I don't know. I even
Jason,
put a
what,
new.
what about Jason? What about the ground back to the battery?
Yeah.
The black wire that goes into the negative on the battery. Where
Did
does
you do
that go?
continuity test or resistance test from the starter, the chassis of the starter, the actual frame of the starter, back to the negative battery to see if
Okay,
you're
okay. I see what
Kenny,
you're saying. You might
stop
be
in.
right. Hold on. Can you hold on?
Bruce said he is
God knows
right.
how long. Let me know. Can you guys see this?
Absolutely. It looks perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I'm being serious.
Holy sugar.
I'm being serious. Can you see that or no? Are you being
What
It
do you
doesn't
look at?
matter.
What do you
Some
want us
of
to
it.
see, Jay? What do you want us
Yeah.
to look at?
Do you see the ground? I think Klaus may be right.
Oh,
Where's the there's
I see
that's
dirt.
all dirt.
underneath all that dirt and corrosion? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So I got to get to that. Oh, this thing is
Yeah.
No problem, Jason. That'll be $500.
This thing is riddled with poop and piss. I could smell it. I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys can
compressor,
smell
bro,
it.
right?
And it's so cold.
That's-
Well, it's starting to get warm.
That's
But I
that's
can
when you
compressor
that's
wash
when
it.
you put on your mask and then get the leaf blower out and just blow that shit everywhere else.
Actually,
Well,
pressure
I'm working
wash
in
is
the
probably,
field
right?
today, so
Warm
I
enough.
gotta
It's-
push this thing to the front. But,
It's surprising with all those air fins plugged up like that, the thing hasn't got a bent push rod.
So this thing has been abandoned twice.
Uh-oh.
So the person threw it out. A husband and son were going for a walk, dragged it home. God knows long how they had it sitting in the back. They couldn't get it running, parked it, and they were moving. And they were like, "We got to get rid of this thing." And I'm the idiot who picks it up. So who knows? This thing only. Guess how many hours are on this tractor?
14.
Take a guess.
600.
14.
Who? What? Huh?
600.
14.
Stella's close. Stella's very close. Wow. And the condition that this thing is in is very sad.
Well, somebody obviously left it outside.
Oh, of course. Yeah, this thing's been left outside for God knows how long.
But
There
what
you
if
go.
somebody
I don't
put
know
a new,
tractors. I don't know.
what if
It's an
somebody put a new
LT
hour meter
1045.
on it?
There's your answer right there. Run a ground
Run a
wire from
ground
the starter
from the
bolt
starter
to the
bolt.
frame.
Okay. Now can I run, because I don't have that thick of cable here, can I run a smaller gauge? Will that be okay?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it should be all
no,
right. The ground?
no, no,
No
no,
Yeah.
no.
If you
No.
if you have some number 10 wire laying around, that'll be
Number-
fine. Number 10 will be good enough.
Number
Yeah.
10 would be good. Anything
Just-
smaller than that,
Just
no.
don't put like, the
Yeah, don't put like a
zip cord.
16 gauge in there or something.
No,
Don't,
I
don't
think
put a
I
lamp
think
cord on there.
I have.
Don't use the
Oh.
alligator clip thingy. Don't do that.
Too small.
Yeah. All right.
What
Let
is
me,
Bruce talking about? 500, 250, whatever. What's he doing?
Oh, he
Right.
was talking about how many hours were on it.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
but
there's a
Jason-
delay in Mexico.
I think somebody went and put a new hour meter on it that had 0, and now it's got 14.
So a couple of that hours. This
And,
thing is
and,
very.
and now,
yeah.
in all honesty, Wayne, the
Ow.
comment I made about checking the ground. Do you
Hold
know
on,
where I
hold on.
learned that?
Here's the hour meter.
Where you
And
at?
then look, it's
you know where I
incorporated into
learned
the
that?
burner.
Likely in your garage.
No, I learned it from
So-
Jake.
From
Thank
who?
you. Jake.
Jake.
Oh, Jake.
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good. He's a pretty good mechanic on
Yes,
YouTube.
yeah, he's a guy.
Honestly,
I'm gonna go
I'm not
new
kidding you,
ground
Wayne.
one.
I learned it
I'll
from
be back.
Jake. The importance.
But
of
you could have
ground.
learned it from Bruce, too. He's an electrician.
I
Yeah.
know, but I got it from him first.
Yeah.
That's right.
One of those things that just sticks. You know, next time I have a thing that won't run, I go immediately to check the ground.
Well,
And
he's
you know what?
Yeah.
Most of the times, that's a problem.
he's the one that taught me if we don't have spark, just remove the kill coil, check it, and then if you don't have spark, then
Yeah.
take the coil off, polish
I-
up the stands that it mounts
Uh,
to, clean up the coil, try it again without the kill wire on it.
But
If you
I
still
di-
don't have spark, change the coil.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's straight out of the Briggs manual because that's what they
Yeah.
say. But the ground thing on tractors, nobody ever mentions that. I learned that from Jake. Thanks, Jake.
Jake's
I
in
don't know.
Range Fleet.
They tell you 3-post solenoid, you got to have the ground with the solenoid.
Yeah.
4-post solenoid, you always put that extra ground on.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
the fourth post on the 4-post is from the safety switches.
Right, yeah.
You're getting
And
the
the
ground
gray,
safety.
gray wire is all the safety switches. Yeah.
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 Yep.
I like Henry at Mowers and Blowers. He just disconnects everything. He just said, "Ah, the hell with this."
He said, yeah.
Yeah, this is going
Yeah,
on. We don't need
just
this.
jumped like
we
a
don't
20
need that.
gauge wire.
Henry,
And
no
that's it.
disrespect, buddy, but we can't do that.
No, I know. He goes and he cuts wire.
But the best one was when he used, I'm going to tell you, I almost died. The time that he used the key for a keyway
Oh,
in a
yeah.
flywheel. I think he said he drilled the hole and he put a key in because the original
You mean
keyway
like
was damaged.
literally-
Yeah.
You mean literally like a key from a car key?
But hey, you got to give the guy credit. It works. He got the thing up and running. He gets it out of the shop.
Yeah.
And he's not giving anybody any guarantees.
Yeah.
He's
I
just
see
a
a lot of
flipper.
guys too. If they don't have a piece of key stock, they'll just ram the set screw or a bolt all the way in and just use that. You know.
No, but I mean, a regular square nail will do the trick because it's soft.
Yeah.
It's soft iron, almost as soft as.
Well, look at all the
aluminum.
Briggs keys, right? They're aluminum. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I have to say, I have seen people use a soft square nail that they cut to size and used as a keyway.
But that's
And-
all right if you're setting up the keyway as it's supposed to be. He
Yeah.
set the timing completely different area.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's a little smaller, you're going to affect your timing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got to fit. Of course, it's got to fit.
Now, has anybody seen a Woodruff key sheared off? Like I've never
Oh yeah,
seen one
I've seen
yet.
in a Kohler.
Ne- never,
I've seen them in
never.
Kohlers. Yep.
From what do you
Never.
figure? Backfiring?
Yeah, from backfiring on a command, on a Kohler
Yeah.
command. Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
That muffler backfire, if the welder's not working
So
properly.
if
Yeah,
it
I've seen
backfires, is that if it backfires with the exhaust valve open, it can do that?
Well, I've seen it backfire when the anti-dieseling solenoid puts too much raw fuel in a cherry red muffler, and then
No,
boom.
No. I know how a backfire happens, but
Yeah.
your exhaust valve have to be open for it to do any damage, right?
Yeah, but as it's winding down, the valves are still opening. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Because when you shut off the engine, it still goes blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah,
Tom?
yeah.
What's Tom saying down there? You don't need flywheel keys. He
Well,
just welds them
a lot
to
of
it.
people with two strokes, especially if they don't want to make a custom key, they'll advance the timing and just sock it down. You know, but one backfire, well, all bets are off. You know.
I will say,
I don't know, Tom, I don't know about that, buddy.
I've had a
Figure
chainsaw
the
once.
torque of the nut's going to hold it in place.
I had a customer Loctite the damn flywheel because he didn't have a key.
I mean, I've
Well,
seen,
I mean, if it's a tapered crank, it's a
They're all-
friction
they
fit
should all be
anyway.
tapered. Yeah, they should all be
I've
tapered.
had older steel chainsaws that it doesn't matter how much you tighten that flywheel on,
Yeah.
it'll still shear. And on steel chainsaws, most of the flywheels are cast into the flywheel,
Mhm.
so it's a little expensive when it happens.
I
what
had
I
an
do,
engine-
if
Good.
I'm just in the slightest of doubt that this thing will fit right, what I do, I put a little of the valve grinding paste
Yep.
on the flywheel and I simply turn it in.
Yeah.
Clean it off.
Yeah.
Give it some green Loctite and put it on and tighten it down to spec.
Yeah.
I've
but the
never-
reason I'll disagree with you on that, I'll tell you why.
Mm.
Any liquid or anything you put on a flywheel between the taper
I
on
know.
the flywheel and that will create a gap. And over
Yep.
time, if any of it walks its way out, you'll get
Yep.
an air gap and it'll sound like a rod knock.
and then it will. But I've had some old saws that were but this close from the bin, right? And you can do this by
You're right, Tom. You're right.
Not on Vespas, Tom.
Correct.
yeah,
Not on
Vespas.
Vespas. You adjust the timing on Vespas by turning the stator. Stators have like an oval shaped hole in them where you
No, but
can
he's saying
advance
the
really
key in
hard
and
to-
of itself is more on most engines for timing, not for retaining.
But if
Right.
it's got a Woodruff key in it and it's a tapered shaft, how are you going to make sure you got it in the proper position? You could be a degree out.
Yeah,
Like it's the
especially on
key
the
that
Hondas, where
aligns you
can't
for
see
the
it.
timing.
Yeah, the Honda.
Well, that's why you get out a timing light.
Well, like on the old K series, they were marked with an S and a T, and you could do that 6-degree timing. You could tell.
I guarantee you, a Bricks engine,
That's
a
right.
degree this
Hello.
way or that way, it won't matter. It doesn't care.
Where the hell's Brucey? What's going on?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got
What's
bad Wi-Fi.
No,
on the chat.
no, his Wi-Fi has food all over it. He can't get the food off. Sorry.
Anyway, Klaus, I wanted to talk to you about oil today, Klaus. Even though people
no.
No. Oh, don't go. Oh no! What
No,
the
no,
hell
I-
was that, Wayne? Don't go. Oh no!
we were,
Hey,
we were chatting.
Hey,
This could take up the rest of the
No,
show.
no, this isn't about types of oil. No, this is
it's not
actually about.
me. It's not about me saying
No,
it's
no, it's
Ken
about
who has
recycling.
something.
It's actually about
Jesus,
recycling.
Wayne, you went. Oh no!
I did.
On.
No, I walked.
Tell Lisa to never be late again.
I was in was it Advance Auto this morning. I had to pick up reverse lamps for my truck, and I walk in, and on the door is a big sign. As of right now, we're not taking any used motor oil. Okay, and I took a little picture. I took a picture of the sign, and the guy saw me take a picture, and he goes, "Oh, what's up?" I said, "We were just happened to talk about something else." And I said, I was curious because my dump had an issue one time where they were dumping all kinds of other stuff with their oil, and they got fined, okay, because of the emissions that were coming out of the waste oil furnace. A neighbor or somebody complained about the smell, and it turned out that when they take waste oil, I asked the guy, I said, what makes it bad? He says, look, you could put brake fluid in there, fine. Put hydraulic oil in there, fine. Power steering fluid, tranny fluid, fine. That burns okay. It's the brake clean, the gasoline, and the acetone that screw it up. He says, if you're doing brake jobs and stuff like that and cleaning off, use a separate container, let it drip in there, and let it just dissipate over time. Don't mix it with your waste oil, because if you don't let it evaporate, I mean, you could leave out waste oil with like brake cleaning or something, leave it out for a day or two. Okay, sometimes it'll dissipate. Or evaporate. But he said most of the time, gasoline and all these solvents mixed with the oil won't. And that's where they get in trouble. When they do the chemical tests, they test for like toluene and all these different chemicals, benzene, and that's where they get in trouble. So he said,
but Kenny, is that
So you don't put your used oil in the bar and chain, the little other thing on your chainsaw? Is that not where it goes?
I don't do that.
I'm just kidding, guys.
No, a lot of people do it. A lot of people, hey,
Kenny,
the old manuals, the old McCulloch
Kenny,
manuals from the 50s.
Kenny,
It says.
Kenny, is that because the oil is being used as a fuel?
Yeah, in waste oil furnaces. Yeah, waste oil furnaces.
Right.
No. Wait, Klaus. Two different things. The people that pick up his waste oil at Advance Auto, okay, they recycle it into recycled motor oil.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you buy like that GM motor oil in the green thing, the recycled motor oil, whatever, that comes from waste.
Him.
But that's if you. Sorry, Hank. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say is that in the garages, they're gonna low, your oil going to go into their big round pan, and usually transmission fluid or windshield wiper fluid, all that stuff they throw in there, and they put it in a big 55-gallon container.
But he was even saying, Hank, a little bit of ethylene glycol, like coolant, doesn't hurt. It doesn't matter. It's the very bad chemicals like the toluene and the acetone and the cancer-causing ones that are even worse when they burn. Those are the ones he said cause problems.
Here they re-refine used motor oil.
Yeah.
They don't care what you put in it. Even water will be cooked off.
Yeah. But the thing we had problems with was when they use it in waste oil furnaces.
Yeah, because here, if you use used motor oil in furnaces here, they will probably drag you back outside and shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't take my oil here at the hazardous waste if it's got gasoline in it. What I do is if I've got an engine that's flooded with gasoline and oil. That goes into a separate container, and
Yeah.
I mark it oil and gasoline.
Yeah.
And then the other containers are gasoline, and then the other one is just pure oil, and it
Yeah.
goes to my hazardous waste.
They
Yeah.
ask me if there's gasoline. I go, no. Okay, and then they put it in the big thing.
Yeah, the big tank, and
Yeah.
it'll still get recycled out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he was
So-
saying now what they do, because they got in trouble for it once too, or they almost wanted to refuse to take it. Every time someone brings it in, he said to them, "What's in it?" And if they just say, "Oh, I just changed my motor oil," but they'll open it and sniff it. If
Yeah.
they sniff any gas or anything that, because solvent like brake cleaner and stuff, acetone, there's a smell to it. All right.
Just make
And-
sure they're not the brightest and tell them, oh, because I got a natural gas vehicle. It always smells like that. I go, okay.
But they said they have the right to refuse to take it if they think they
Of
smell
course. Oh,
something,
yeah.
they'll refuse it.
I mean, if we use a used or waste oil furnaces here, I'm telling you guys, we're about yay close for jail. I mean, it is so illegal here because it is.
Well, most gas
extremely
stations
polluted.
around here do use them. Yeah.
Yeah, but we
Well,
can't.
everywhere I go, I pour my own oil into whatever the waste container is, either AutoZone or at the hazardous waste site.
I will-
They don't have people
Our
touch that.
station-
I will have my barrel contains all hydrocarbons. That is oil, gas, petroleum, brake clean. I dump it all in there. I bring it to the recycling center, and they go, "What's this?" Mostly used oil. Okay.
But
And
this
then
guy
they-
said if you even mention brake clean or a solvent, they won't take it.
But the thing is, when they cook it off, because when they
Yep.
re-refine it,
Yeah.
they heat it up, and all those light chemicals, they will
Yeah.
just go.
Well, he's
know?
saying the place that here it's called Clean Harbors is one of the places that takes it, and Safety Clean is another one that refines it. He said those chemicals, though, they have a harder time filtering them out and processing them out. So they don't want to deal with it. Is all. That's all.
They
They're saying.
Hey,
recraft.
Nick Hardy's going to put his question in,
Yeah, Mick Hardy.
but he's
Hey.
asking. Yeah, but don't ask Tom. Just put the question in.
Just
Yeah,
put
just
the
type in the
question.
comments,
Just
Tom.
Don't ask Tom. Don't
Just-
ask Tom. Just put the question in.
Yeah, just type
Just
in
ask the
comments.
question. We're all patiently waiting
For 2 weeks. 2
for
weeks.
2
Nick.
weeks.
Wait a minute, I got a question. Is Brett trying to copy Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah. He fell asleep.
I'm telling you. There he
There he
is.
is. Hi,
I
Brett.
thought you were Robert for a second.
That was the boss. Sorry.
Mick, I think the issue last time was nobody could see the question.
Yeah.
Hey, you two show off. Break it off.
And Tom,
Oh.
in Australia, you got to put a video up on how to get that pin out of the piston because Brock took 2 hours to get his out.
All right. Hey, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. I got something from Mick. Wait a minute.
Is that Dirt Rider, Mick? You better come up.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, come on, you son of a.
Huh?
There it is up on the screen,
Yeah.
right?
Because I would suggest you have a clogged breather.
Oh, you know what? Hold
Or
on.
a one cylinder.
We're waiting.
No, yeah, clog breather or something. Yeah, it's too much pressure in there.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
small
can't
one
build
too.
up
The
pressure
little
like
teeny
that.
engine. When they take out the oil,
GX25 is the smallest
comes out.
serial production four-stroke engine in the world.
Well, it sounds like your rings are going bad, Mick, or your
Compared to-
PCV system isn't working properly.
Yeah.
But usually, when your rings are going bad, the compression pressure goes right past it and blows
Mick,
down.
just a quick question. How old is the machine?
And what's it on, Mick? What's it actually powering? Because that's a tiny engine, the 25.
Yeah, I've never heard of a GX25.
Yeah, it's small, like on trimmers and strimmers and stuff like that.
It
Yeah,
is the
Volkswagen, exactly.
sweetest. It is the sweetest small four-stroke engine you can come by. And those things, they will run 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, no problem.
Was it on like trimmers or edgers or whatnot like
Trimmers,
that. I've never seen
edges,
one.
Yeah.
I mean, even multi thingy machines.
Right.
It's the greatest little engine ever. It really is.
What's it on, Mick?
And how old is it?
What I would do? Did you do a blow-by test?
Yeah, Tom, blow by. That would be my guess too.
Yeah. I would do a quick blow. Even if you just take your air compressor, put 10 psi in, and see where the air's coming out. And if it's all coming out your oil fill tube, there you go. Especially at top dead center when the valves are closed. You know.
Well, there's no tube. It's right in the crank.
Well, the little dipstick here. Take a compression or take a whatever. You know.
Yeah. But they are sweet little engines, really. They are.
A Mantis tiller.
Mantis tiller.
It's got the 4-stroke 25 on it. Wow.
Yep. Yeah. The GX25 is the 4-stroke.
Well, you just answered your own question.
Yeah.
It needs new rings.
Yeah, Mike. You need new rings.
Well, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So is it worth?
So Mick, if you're happy with the answer, that would be $200 times
Bruce,
6.
you're terrible.
Yeah, keep us in suspension until next week.
Bruce, you're awful.
Yeah, Bruce is nasty sometimes.
Oh.
So as long as he's doing it himself, it's worth putting the rings in. But if he's going to send it out to somebody to do it, it's not worth it.
No, it's not. No. And check the cylinder, Mick.
But I wonder, why are the rings bad? Did someone not run those with an air filter as is normal with those Mantis?
No. People run them out of oil. That's
but a lot of times I see the Mantis with that foam filter. They don't run them with anything in there, you know.
Yeah,
but
you're
the
right,
Honda is a pretty solid construction in terms of air filter.
Yeah, but if someone forgets to put one in and they suck sand and dirt and crap,
like a cement saw without a filter in it.
Ooh, I hate working on
it. Last about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it. One or two cuts.
Yeah, but those concrete saws, you spend 3/4 of your labor cleaning them, not fixing them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's 1 or 2 coming here that are getting shipped out to Welland to 5-star small engine repair to fix them because I ain't touching them.
Nope. Well, I'll do them, but if they're worn, I'll do my standard fee and say not worth fixing.
Yeah.
You know. And if they've been touching the air filters, if they just looked at them wrong, it's usually that's the problem.
My buddy at 5-star, he sent me an engine number. He wanted a carb rebuild kit. He showed me the old, I don't know what they're called, the old flow-through Briggs & Stratton carbs. They got the big, long brass tube that you got to take out before you disassemble them. You know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Are they called flow jet carbs?
Yeah, the ones that are used on like the 8 to 12
let's ask the senior department. Hank.
Yeah. So, anyways, he shows me the adjustment needle valve is actually screwed in and jammed into that long tube.
Oh yeah.
So when he unscrewed the jet, out came the long tube. It unscrewed too. So he says, I need a carb rebuild kit. So he sent me the model number of the engine. Yeah, that's the one. You can get the top part, but you can't order the bottom part anymore. They're no longer available.
Yeah, but they make those out of Chinesium, no?
Yeah, well, so that's where we're getting to the issue. So I call them up and I say, okay, Stenz has got one full rebuild kit, and I'll sell it to you for $45, no tax.
Well, you got to make sure, is it the 3-bolt or the 4-bolt top?
Don't know. Didn't see it.
Yeah, because there's 2 different types. There's a small, medium, and large flow jet, and the biggest ones have 4 screws holding it on, and the other ones, and some of them have the round brass float.
Who's this? Oh, yeah.
Float.
Yeah. Now, what was the problem with that flow jet? Because usually they don't have a big problem.
A lot of times, just a needle and seat leaking for the most part.
Well,
those are ones with the screw-in seats.
Yeah.
Oh, too though. That emulsion tube, where the emulsion tube goes up at an angle, you got to lap it in with like lapping compound because they
have a Teflon
washer.
Teflon washer that goes in there. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Teflon washer. In fact, I think Terrell had that in one of his videos where he had like a 12-pack of the Teflon washers from years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. I usually just do lapping compound. I have one of them that's beat up, and I cut the threads off so it won't screw in, and I put it on the end of a drill, and I use it to lap the seat. That's all.
You still could get the Teflon washers.
When you get it, yeah, I can forget what that part number is. Where is the small green ground go to?
On
The
any
green, the green ground is probably coming from wherever your dash ground is for your ignition switch. There's probably a couple of eyelets going to like somewhere on the side of the dash or something for the ignition switch for that.
A ground is a ground is a ground is a ground.
Stop sounding like a teacher, Hank, for Christ's sake.
Many hours on the last. Hey, there's Joseph. What's going on, Joseph? How are you?
Finally,
Hey,
Joseph, how you been?
Yeah, check out his channel.
Love your sister's channel.
What?
His sister's channel has a live. She has these hunting cameras out. Or cam.
Oh, I saw that today. I was wondering what that was.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Put my multimeter to the green ground, not getting any voltage. So wait. What's the positive lead on? The battery? What do you
Hold on. No, it won't. Because your overpressure comes from either a bad PCV system or you were talking about bad rings. The compression goes by the piston into the crankcase, pushing the oil out because the overpressure.
That's why you have to do a blow-by test with a little bit of pressure into the spark plug hole to see is it making it past.
If your customer doesn't allow you to replace the piston and the rings,
you may not have to replace the piston. Maybe just the rings, though. Maybe just the rings.
Yeah,
it depends how the bore is too. Do you have to go oversized?
But you got to remember, it's Honda parts. They are a little expensive. But I mean, if it's bad, it's bad. Mick, if the guy doesn't want to pay the money to replace stuff, he needs to go buy himself a new engine.
So Jason's saying he's got the positive lead on the battery, the negative lead on the green ground wire, and he's getting nothing. So he's got no ground.
Well, the green is the ground for the battery. The battery has to be grounded to the chassis, and then you'll have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the battery itself grounded good?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the email is going to tell them I forwarded them all this paperwork.
So check all around the tractor, Jason. Any bare metal on the frame, the axles, whatever, with the positive on the battery to see if it lights all over the place. To see if you got good grounds.
Yeah.
Because it should light anywhere you scrape the frame. It should light. You know.
Has Stella gone for more beer?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then I'll do that too. Thanks, Hank.
So we'll straighten them out. Okay, Nader. Okay, bye.
I'm going to go grab a cup of tea, so I'll be back in a minute. Hank, take over.
Henry, you get to talk now.
Keep it
Well, I could give away a lot of things too, and Ken has to buy them and send them out.
Yeah. No, was just talking to my sister on the phone, trying to make all the arrangements for another sister that's out of town.
Wow.
Going to have some visitors? Yeah.
No, just taken care of. According to my mom's will, she wanted my sister taken care of because she's got MS, and so making sure that everything's prepaid and set up for her to get all of that done.
Yeah.
In case something ever happens, nobody has to run around doing stuff. Try to arrange it but it's hard getting stuff done when you're like 5 hours away and you're trying to do it by email and telephone.
It's very hard to do.
Are you guys?
Yeah, like right now, the guy that rented the basement off of her leaves for 2 months and didn't line up snow removal. So PSW workers aren't going to go if the front doorway is not accessible because it's covered with snow, right?
Yeah.
So when he gets back, there's going to be some, I don't know what to call it, but it ain't going to be very nice. Okay, Klaus, go ahead.
Hank wants to say something.
Well, he was saying about all these hobby motor hats that were being shipped out from Denmark.
That's been nothing shipped out from Denmark. Trust me.
What do you call it? So your wife is fiduciary, right?
What's that?
Your wife is fiduciary of the will.
My wife's the boss, buddy. She just a plain old boss of everything.
That's right.
She got a
Don't
hard
ask
back
questions.
Right now. I think it's more of a muscle, but
Same thing here.
yeah, that's the boss. Got to take care of the boss.
Yep.
Don't ask questions.
Otherwise, we don't eat well.
Exactly.
All right.
I told her if I die shortly, I'm not blaming it on her because I didn't get the 258 pounds from eating Lay's potato chips.
That's right.
Zing!
Well, they will kill us one way or the other. So, yeah.
So what beer did you pick up there, Stella?
Oh no! It was somebody had delivery, and I had to get the door because it was stupid. So that's all right. But I'm back.
Yeah. Well, I sent out
That's
to
the most
get another
important
beer
thing.
because you went to get a beer.
Oh no! I'm still in my first one.
All I need now is to my two brothers, Al McLean and John Clem, to come up on this stream, and I will be happy as Larry.
Yeah.
So who's had a Kohler 5400 series engine?
Never.
All I know
Not
about the
me.
Kohlers is they all leak from the overhead valve gasket because it's cork. And if you look at the service manuals, they're going to tell you don't use a cork gasket, don't waste your money, use RTV silicone. And follow the instructions to the T on the silicone.
Well,
Is that courage?
if you use the cork gasket and silicone, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
Both
But
sides. Both sides.
We take the cork out.
Hold on.
The problem
Klaus.
with cork gaskets, people over tighten the damn things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't tighten them so tight, because
Yeah.
now you're taking that cork gasket and make it like this.
Yeah.
And
Don't do that.
it's no, but it is, and that's why I'm saying about Kohlers. They're not bad engines. People just don't treat them right. you
Well,
know?
yeah, but they had that issue with their starters too, Klaus.
Yes.
Generation 1, then generation 2
yes.
with the nuts flying off. And then
Yes.
they welded the nut. And then they found
Yes.
out, let's go to the 9-tooth. That 9-tooth one,
Yes.
like that engineer should get a bonus. If you're out
Yes.
there watching, you deserve a bonus.
Yes.
9 teeth, more torque, thicker shaft.
Yes, and I completely agree. The starter was a bad thing, but the engine, there's nothing wrong with that engine. It's just a little more maintenance heavy. It doesn't take well to you not looking after it. A brakes is much more. What do you call it? It's much
Forgiving.
more. Yes,
Forgiving.
forgiving. Yeah, a cola is not, but when a cola runs, man, that thing runs so sweet. You'd think it would be a motorbike thing, and it really is.
Now,
I mean,
are they all made the same way? Like the ones that were cracked? Those were the commands, right? That were cracking, right?
No,
Hank?
that was that was
Or the courage.
Courage. But you know why they were cracking? Because people didn't follow the service bulletin.
Oh, to tighten down the head bolts?
Yeah, with Loctite.
Yeah.
And the really bad thing was that Kohler sent it out, but Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Craftsman,
Yeah, the dealers didn't send them out to the people.
they didn't tell people.
No,
Is that Kohler's fault? No.
no.
So
But that's-
if you have a Kohler Courage that has had its bolts replaced or whatever, not replaced, torqued down with Loctite, you're not going to have a cracked thing.
Yeah, use
Henry-
the orange.
Henry, your turn.
Use the orange Loctite,
Yeah.
the new Loctite.
I like the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or or whatever. But just use something, and that's what they said you should do. But when the OEMs don't want to tell that to their customers, that's not Kohler's fault. It really isn't.
Now, the sad case here is Jake gets a call to do a transmission oil seal leak on a Cub Cadet. And he said, I don't do, well, it's easy. You pull off the tire and pull the seal out and throw a new one in. But he says, I don't do transmission work. How old is it? And the lady says, oh, it's only a year old. So he says, give me the model number of the machine. So he calls her back. He says, listen, there's a recall on that machine for leaky transmission seals.
Yeah.
So just go to the dealership and tell them it's covered under warranty. She said, I already called the dealership and they wanted like $400 or $500 to fix it. And he said, go in there and tell them. And he told her what to print out off of the website on the recall. And she never got notified. And they said, oh, yeah, okay, this is going to be no charge. So she turned into his regular customer now.
God bless guys like Jake, because that's what we need more of. I really mean that.
Well, what you need more of is people that are going to say this is not worth fixing. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
don't fix it. It's not worth, because I don't want to end up with this piece of junk.
You
Well,
just gotta
no,
get rid of it.
No, but if there's a recall from Cub Cadet, and you can't trust your dealer to say, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Jesus, the dealer gets compensated from Cub Cadet. What's the problem?
Well, guy,
Yeah.
I think last week, I'm not too sure. Last week I said a guy brought a snowblower and it was going to be over $400 to put the bolt back into the flywheel, into the shaft for the second stage impeller.
Yeah.
The bolt came out, the pulley fell off. But what really bugged me was the key was metric. It was a 6 millimeter key. I had to take my regular key stock because I don't carry metric key stock. So I had to take the regular key stock that I had and file it down until I got the 6 mil.
That is so funny. I only have metric and I file it down to SAE. That's so funny.
We should do a swap.
Yeah. You get half of mine, I get half of yours. You know? Oh boy. Yeah. Well.
But I'll go on to some machines and like,
But I will say, sorry, Wayne, keyways are not what's holding it in place.
No,
it's the taper that holds it in place. The keyway is only there just in case.
But on a snowblower shaft, it's not tapered.
Really?
It's not. It's not.
No, there's no taper on that shaft that goes to your auger. It's straight.
Huh.
Oh, is that in case you hit something you won't bust your crank?
Well, no, the crank's got nothing to do with it because for the auger, it just goes to the pulley from the engine to the belt to the pulley. So the big thing that goes on them is the main bearing that's sitting in the bucket that's holding that shaft in place.
Right.
Where did he go, Stella? I mean, you just had him right there.
No, that was Carmen. She just only so much, and then that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
And I can't get the other guy. He doesn't like to sit in my lap, so won't.
So all in all, Kohler engines are good.
I think they're good. I think they're good engines. I really do.
Except that one that I need.
And rebuild the Kohler Command, it'll run like crazy. The Courageous got a little play with, but they're fine.
No, my Courageous just requires that you actually adhere to the maintenance schedule.
Yeah.
What the heck what I tell you I needed? Hank, the CV 520 or 540, 3232? But it's got to be a crane. It's got to be a camshaft issue because it's bending the push rod. So the lobe had to have moved or something. I don't know what's wrong. We got to tear it apart this spring.
But I mean, guys, how many engines have you had in your shops with worn camshafts that you cannot say? No,
the Briggs and Strattons with the ACR gone.
Yeah,
I mean, the ACR, that's mechanical. That can fail at any whatever. But a worn camshaft can only happen because either you don't change the oil in time or you run it low.
Yeah.
Well, not really. There's the new camshafts they came out with are awful soft.
They are, but if
The-
they're lubricated, Hank, they
yeah,
won't
they
wear.
are. But the wear on the push rod, you know, and the lobe it wears out quickly.
And aren't they?
Yeah.
And now aren't they all pressed on the lobes?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not
But I mean,
forged.
No.
if you got sufficient oil in it in a good quality, you will have an oil film between the lobe and the tappet,
Yeah.
Right.
so it won't wear. If you have an oil film between those two, it will not wear.
Agreed. You know, it's the softness of the material they're using
I mean,
that screws it up.
Hank, I completely agree. The one that does plastic, I completely agree. If you run them in old oil or don't service it in time, they
Yeah.
will wear like that.
Yeah.
You know,
You're just
But
meowed.
that doesn't mean it's a bad engine.
No, the engine alone, no.
It
It's
just
not bad.
means that you have to adhere to. It's like today. Like a modern car today, you don't go past the service manual, because if you do,
Ooh.
Look at
hold on. What is that, Jake? Hold on, is that Jake?
I don't know.
No,
Doesn't
it's
have
not-
dark
it's not-
glasses on.
Could
Who
be
is
Jake.
that?
He must have made that. He must have made that hat up, or he went out and had one made.
Hey, Wayne, you told me I was the only one that's going to have a hat like that.
Yeah, you are. I gotta file a lawsuit now.
I found it in a flea market.
really, that's an Elvis Presley hat.
They're quite cheap hats. You can find them pretty much anywhere.
That's a nice hat, Mick.
Very nice hat, Wayne.
How's the tonsils, Mick?
Not good.
No. What was that meal today? Were you guys
You
celebrating?
didn't get that from us.
I got it. What it was, I emailed Jacob to see if I could find a complaints form for EP, because obviously I was having issues with some of the higher management. So Jake, rather than sending me a complaints form, he rang me direct. It must have cost him hundreds of pounds. He rang from abroad, and I was just venting my frustration, is what I want to call it, at the higher management not dishing out merchandise to followers. So
I heard about that.
he shipped it right out. Yeah, man. Okay, thanks,
Notice the counterfeit in the E. Everybody, notice that's a counterfeit hat from China. That's a Chinese.
So I think what we need to be careful here, Wayne, is secondly, you don't want to get another complaints form coming through, and ask yourself the question: who has the genuine hat on, and who has a copy?
It's like the Chinese counterfeit.
Wait, both of you hold the hat up to the screen so we can compare.
Take a close look at the E.
Ooh.
And
The P is rounded.
Totally different font.
You see over
font is?
You see over here we call this fishing, and when you chuck the line out with the worm on it, and it just floats around the pond, you just wait for that little fish just to take that worm up. I've got him.
We don't got no fish here in Canada. Now, I know what this is all about. It's because I said that when the guy asked me what he should send you for a Secret Santa gift, and I said he really needs hair dye.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky that you didn't get me as your Secret Santa, Wayne. So I'm thank you.
Wait, where's your hat?
Over here.
Oh, Hank's hat matches mine exactly.
Oh, what do you got to get it? What are you? Get out of the goddamn chair. What are you doing?
He's got a grabber. He's got a grabber.
He's gonna grab it with a stick.
It's funny that Hank's got a collection of hats just behind his armchair.
Oh,
That's a
look
nice
who's on
hat.
top. Mick's always on top.
Oh.
There's the pecking order. Mick, then Klaus, then EP.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Wayne. There is a distinctive defect in the hat that Hank's got. Yeah.
I got to change. I'm changing the new design. So the design I want to change. I want to go with what do you call it? The
Why? What's it say on the back, Mick? Anything?
Tesla font.
Made in Canada.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the only one here doing it without hat.
You don't wear hats. That's why you got all
good
the
luck
hair.
with getting a hat from bloody Wayne, mate. It took me bloody 4 years.
No, I
took you wearing that.
I just wear them when I'm at work. Normally, I wear a steel hat. Oh, by the way,
No, me and Mick got nothing to do with Mr. Briggs.
No, personally, I think he's a prick.
hey, did anybody see that Tecumseh video I uploaded last week?
Yeah, I don't watch Tecumseh.
I'm surprised you even said it out loud.
Yeah, it's only because my throat hurts. That's why I said it.
What I was talking about it was something that I had worked on for the very first time, ever seeing one actually in person.
See, I just want to remind him that's what happens when you mention Tecumseh on Mick's channel.
Kenny, I was getting a bit surprised it took you so long to do that.
I'm having I made myself some lunch, a nice sausage, egg, and cheese bagel.
Man, I couldn't eat another thing if I tried.
Yeah, what was that? Did you celebrate?
What it was, in a nutshell, it was simply a PvP fan I got running.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, enough said. Boring.
We went to a place called Harvester, which is it's a chicken place, I suppose.
Boring. Exciting to me.
Over here, and it's good, man. Whole rack of ribs. It's good.
Poor Pete. One piece of dry piece of bread.
He can afford it. He's got bags of money.
Motor Coach, how you doing?
You see that Wayne's gone off. I've got a joke now. Look, for sending me a hat. Look, Wayne's gone off. Look. Why did you send Nick a hat? He's gone. He's gone. Look. He's gone to go and whinge at Jake.
Has anybody here ever used Vevor ultrasonic cleaners?
Vevor?
Nope.
Vevor.
No, they don't like me.
It's all Chinesian, Brett. It's all the same.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
Okay, so it don't matter what you buy. It's pretty much
No, because it'll look like the same one, just a different Chinese address on it. That's all.
That's all. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm looking at maybe either a 3-liter or a 6-liter.
No, you got to get 9, 10, or 11 liter.
No, because I don't work on motors.
Carburetor.
Kenny, hold on.
I got a 3-liter, Brett. That'll be fine.
I got 9 liters, not
What
big enough.
kind do you got, Stella?
But
I bought mine's a Kindle, but it's still an early. It's probably a Chinesian one. I bought it. I don't know, 8 years ago on Amazon or something. I don't remember.
I know. I paid $300 for mine. Now they're like $90.
Stella.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Heated or non-heated?
No, they're all heated.
All heated.
And I bought one without the electronics. I wanted, knobs. I wanted the analog version because, the thing that always goes wrong is the electronics or the touchpad or something stupid like that. So
But Brett, get yourself a one of those in-cup heaters. Is that what they're called, Hank?
Yeah,
What?
the soup
Immersion
heaters.
Yeah, soup heaters things, because they take like 45 minutes to an hour to heat up to temperature.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got
mine doesn't do too bad. Mine
No, but
only takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you got a 3-liter. I got a 6-liter.
I think it all depends on what you put in them, as in liquid wise. Because I just use a little bit of like white spirit in mine, so I do. So I use mine pretty much just once as when I'm needing it. And I just boil the kettle up and just chuck that in there at 60, 70 degrees, and then just put the stuff. That's what I don't even use a heater on mine anymore.
Well,
I do. But
what I was looking at was a 3-liter Vevor, and it was around $79, and then I had a coupon to go on it.
Yeah,
They're all about They're all about the same.
Who's that?
They're all
No,
about
but I mean, I reuse my liquid, so
Yeah.
I have to
just put-
reheat it.
I just put plain water in mine and then use everything in
Oh,
like
he
some
took the
other
motor out.
jar.
Yeah. I use what do you call it? Blue windshield
Filler
washer.
plastic ones.
Jason, why did you take the motor out?
Who cut all the wires?
I took out the motor so I have better access to the harness.
cowboy.
Because what I tried doing is I tried cutting up this wire till I get fresh wire. Because this is ground, right? So I can
Was it
ground this
all blue green?
anywhere on the chassis.
Yeah.
And
God,
I just
it's
kept
like
going further up and up. So I think I'm just going to have to go through this entire harness and just run a new ground from the battery to someplace else. That's what I'm
it's
thinking.
like
Well,
watching.
And then I
that's
don't
a
know where
tiny
this
looking
goes.
ground on that battery. Show us your battery again. That ground wire, no, the battery.
Battery.
The net, that's a tiny looking wire coming off of
Yeah,
there.
that's not right. That's not right.
That's the wrong
No,
ground
well,
wire.
let's go check. Let's go
You
check
didn't-
the other
You
tractors.
didn't
that
buy
are
that. You didn't buy that mower from Mowers and Blowers Henry, did you, by any chance?
Oh,
No. It's the same. It's the same.
that's
This
pretty
is a
thin. That looks
crank.
like 10 gauge. That looks like 10 gauge.
I mean, I have no run. I've
I think your ground wire on your router's gone.
Yeah.
this ground
Yeah, your
runs
internet's bad.
to the sensor.
We missed all of that, Jason. Jason, we missed about 30 seconds, whatever you were saying.
You froze.
Where
Jay,
does
you
this
froze.
ground go to?
Which one? Show us. Nope.
Can you see it?
Where's it coming
Nope.
from? Where's it coming from?
That's for
It comes
for
from the sensor.
The solenoid of the car? The
That's
That's for
why-
the
on top.
heat. That's for the
It has to
heated
be an
windscreen.
oil switch. Oops.
It's for the heated windscreen.
It's gonna be right now around like.
That- that's the oil pressure switch.
Okay. So where does that get? That I can ground anywhere, right?
That goes with the what do you call it? The anti-fire
The
cylinder.
backfire solenoid on the carburetor.
Yeah, that's the red wire.
Yeah.
So this gets tied
Yeah.
into what?
Yeah, the water.
Yeah, but Hank, the one to the pressure switch, though, should go to the gauge up on the dash, no? The light? That should be the ground going to the light on the dash for low oil pressure.
Right.
So you got to find the dash light for oil, the oil light, and the two
Yeah.
wires coming out of it. One of them will go to that wire.
That's why I don't think this hour meter has been tampered with. But look at this. And there's no way I could remove
Why
that
don't you just
strut.
pressure wash the shit out of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag it out to the front, get it out of the field, and just
How
vacuum.
warm is it there, Jay? Is it warm enough there? 40s?
We're in the 50s, I think, today, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels a lot colder. So I got to check the weather app to see what the weather is overnight because I don't want to turn on my water and then it gets cold and then I'm screwed. You know,
I
that's
can't
my
work
biggest.
on being that dirty. You got to clean that garbage right off of there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to see, this is why I removed this. I want to cut all the sheathing out and just see. I already trimmed this wire. I mean, let me cut it up even more. But now I have access to it. Hold on. I'm gonna put you.
There we go. Oop.
You froze, Ken.
Ah, it's 41.
Yeah. All right.
That's Jay.
Hey, Ken.
Hello.
This is what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same.
That's Vivor. That's 3 liter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like is I want that little round ball that comes in it. See with some of them.
Take care, Chris.
T-bomb. That's a T-bomb. When
Yeah. I want that for jets.
Yeah, I get mine on Amazon. I buy 2 or 3 different styles of that balls for different car parts. You know?
Actually, what I really want that for, I want to see how that does on saw chain.
Saw chain, I like just putting it in Evapo Rust real quick because that usually gets them nice and clean and rust free.
I'm just see how far I cut up this harness. I mean, I at least cut up at least 2 inches of this harness. So I think Klaus said it, or was Eliminator Performance was right, that you have to replace the whole wire because it corroded. It just
Oh
worked
yeah,
its way
that's
through.
pure resistance. Yeah, pure
Look at
resistance.
this. Look at this. But I tried running a ground to the starter like you guys suggested, and nothing happened. It was
What
still
model is that? You got a 31 number on that tractor? A model number?
it's a 10 LT 1045.
Yeah, but under the seat, what's it say? 31 what?
Model number 13 RX 11CH 756.
Wait, 13 RX 11 what?
It's from 2007.
I got about half of that. 13 RX 11 I got.
Okay.
It doesn't start with a 31 for
No.
LTP?
13 RX 11 C as in Charlie, H as in Hector 756. I have tools on top of the seat, so I can't just flip it over.
All right, LT 1045. I'm trying to see if I can see the wiring harness. I'll look at the wiring harness.
Even if it's free.
If I was a nice guy, I'd go out in the back and bring my camera and take a picture of it all.
No. I'll figure it out. I mean, that's the whole purpose of me learning, right? I got to figure this stuff out.
Here you go, Ken. There was the thing I was actually working on. I was talking about.
Hold on. Yeah, that blower. Yeah, the blower.
I'll tell you what, I never realized how powerful that thing was.
Yeah,
That's
fire
good size.
departments use those to get rid of smoke.
Yeah, this was one they had as a backup, and it had sat for a while, and they said they couldn't get it started. So, I ran my compression check and spark check, and the only thing left was the carburetor. But I was able to salvage it and got it running. One pull, she took off.
Good.
Had a H50 on it.
Or McDonald's.
It was an H50, but I'd rather have seen that with a Honda. Most of the ones I've seen had Hondas.
You're muted, Wayne. You're trying to talk, buddy. You got the mute button on, buddy. You're muted.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
No. Took the motor off.
How about
wait a minute.
there you are.
Yeah. See, for some reason it was on mute, and I didn't do any. Well, I started to move the mouse over. I see it.
Okay.
So, anyways, Kenny, you got a new subscriber coming up. One of my customers called. What's going on with his snowblower? And I said, I'm not telling you unless you subscribe to Kenny's channel.
Let me see where I am now. Hold on.
So he said he's going to check it out because I haven't seen the guy in 5 years.
Wayne, I just lost one.
Well, no, he said he doesn't have time right now. But you'll see. His name will be Richard Norman.
I literally just lost one. I'm at 49.54.
So, anyways, I was telling you about that Flowjet carburetor earlier, right? And then my sister called. So 5-star calls me up and he says, hey, this gasket kit you sent me, none of the gaskets are fitting. I says, that means somebody's changed the carburetor. Is there any identification on the carburetor? So he texts me the number. I said, looks like a Chinese carburetor. And that's exactly what it was. So he says, well, the guy gave me another one. It's exactly the same thing. I said, that's why it's not OEM. That's why he can't get this thing running. Call the old guy up and see if he's got the original OEM carburetor. Sure enough, the guy was smart enough. He kept it. So my buddy went and picked it up, put the carb kit in it, set it the way I told him. First pull fired up, runs smooth as silk. He said I didn't even have to make an adjustment to it.
Mm-hmm.
What motor?
So anybody that's using that Chinese shit,
yeah,
there you go.
What motor's on it?
Right, 8 horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Briggs, the old style.
Old style what? Briggs?
Yeah, the old style Flowjet carburetors, the ones that you have to pull that big brass tube out to take them apart.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them on the Wisconsin Zenith.
Yeah.
No. It's a large Briggs flow jet, they call it.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Got a
Flow
long
jet.
tube.
It looks like the big Zenith that they used on the Wisconsin.
A little bit, yeah. But it's got the emulsion tube that goes in with the needle inside of it. You got to
Yeah.
check it out first before you
Yeah,
look.
it goes in kind of a diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But remember that Teflon gasket.
Yeah, where the
I-
emulsion tube seals against it, that 45 degree.
Yeah.
You either got to get an extra one, grind the threads off it, and use it like a lap, or get the Teflon washer to seal it, or else it'll leak. It'll leak.
Yeah.
through. Yeah. Jason, I'm looking at the wiring schematic.
I'm gonna have to check with him if that came in the
No
kit.
worries, my phone might die. So
No,
We
they
have
usually
to-
come in a kit.
They don't come in the kit.
No,
No, you have to buy it separate.
you have to buy it separate. Yeah.
I've actually got two of those motors out in the garage. One's on a chipper and one's on a giant vac parking lot sweeper, 8 horse.
Mick, have you noticed that nobody's wearing red or green today? Have you noticed that?
No, we're all supporting the
Yeah.
lesser
The red and black.
popular channels.
Red, white, black.
Okay. I got
I got
that.
my red stapler.
Yeah. Put an EP on it there, Stella. You're
I
okay.
gotta
We'll
little tight.
approve a black E and a white P.
All right.
I use my red pen.
I'll give you a little time.
I tell you something.
Hank, you're
I
the
tell you something.
man. You're the man.
That Jake,
Hank, you're the
that
man.
Jake, he's a good lad. That Jake. He's taking
I
that
would-
hat right out to me. He's a good lad.
Nick, I would wear that in your next video. Your subscriber base will just fly.
It's funny you say that, Wanker, because I wore it about 3 weeks ago, but you didn't notice. You didn't watch the video, and I've got no views on it.
I don't think so. I watch your videos.
Well, then you need to go back, my friend, because I had this hat.
I watched all those kitchen videos, and my wife decided she wants a new kitchen, so I can thank you for what it's going to cost.
There you
me.
go.
Thank
I
you
can
very
now
much.
honestly say I am an
We really
influencer.
appreciate it.
I have influenced someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen came out really nice.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. Yes, lovely. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
There's Mr. Bad Wi-Fi gone again.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is back again.
Hey, Brucey, I'm watching this event here in the States called Sick Week. It's a drag race event that takes place in Florida and Georgia. And there's a guy with a 65 GTO that drives all the way from Red Deer to Florida every year to drag race for a week. They call him the Canadian Chuck Norris.
From Red Deer.
From Red Deer, yep. I'll see if I can get in the video when they're interviewing him. I'll take a picture and I'll email you.
He's probably Bruce's neighbor.
But he drives like 4,000 miles from Red Deer down to Florida every year and then drives all the way back.
Okay, we're not talking bug tussle. Like Red Deer has 100,000 people.
But he's in really good shape. He's in his 60s, but he's in really good shape. That's why they call him the Canadian Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Bruce, not like you, mate, not like you.
Yeah, it's not bad for an old guy.
Yeah, you're not bad for an old guy, Bruce.
That's from flipping all them snow blowers up on maintenance end.
Yeah, the 100-pound clean and jerk.
Yeah.
There's mine down here somewhere.
That are all those Pacificos.
Yeah, Klaus must have one. You must have one of these, Klaus.
Yeah, it's somewhere here. I don't know.
Not bad for a skinny runt.
Yeah.
Mine took the last train to Clarksville, so I don't know.
That's good. I like that.
I come from a world where it's not about strength. It's
The
about
last
speed.
train to Clarksville. Dave
Sir,
Clark.
William Carl says this is their tourist season. I got a question for everybody in the USA. Where are you putting all the tourists now? You don't have any place for people to go because they're all filled.
No, yeah.
Where the tourists go.
Southern California.
Send them to Canada.
All right.
Don't send any more over here. There's not enough room. We're full.
Oh, shit.
We could put a sign up on ours that says no vacancy.
Every place is full.
Yeah. They're even sticking up 2 at a time and 2 families in one.
We got a big sign. It's about 650 feet across and 120 feet high at Dover Cliffs, and it just says it's not as good as it looks.
Is that true?
No, it's not. I wish someone would do it.
Just check it.
They built these little houses, 500 square feet. They got what, 5, 6, 7 people in there. I don't know how they do it.
Funny, Brandon. I don't need to see that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, really. I think that's a perfect form of appetite suppression right there.
That's her, Kenny.
Exactly.
Right in the
Is
top.
is that the latest gynecology report you got there?
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
That's where the
Oh.
float jet washer goes, right where that thin tube goes into the casting.
Right there.
There's a Teflon washer on that angled seat.
It looks like
There's
the
a Teflon washer that brings sills.
looks like the X-ray from your lobotomy you had last week.
Lobotomy. What do they say? I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Yeah.
And I heard that song on
Cheers.
Dr. years ago.
Cheerio.
Gary, there's a law against that called lewd and indecent exposure.
They got a
Yeah.
new.
And I'm
They got a new
Canadian, and I
birth
know the
control
American
law.
law. That guy should be arrested.
They got
But
a
he'll
new
be
birth
out on
control.
bail.
Wayne,
Yeah.
they got a new birth control for people over 45. It's called nudity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
Not
I
me,
get
Bruce.
it.
Bruce,
Bruce,
I'm right
Bruce.
there.
Bruce, you make the best ones. You
that
really
serves
do.
a purpose, Bruce.
I save them.
It's the birth control and it's also appetite suppression. You take a can, you don't
Yeah,
want
that's a good one. That's a good one, Brett.
That's what I say.
But
I
now-
mean, spandex should be a privilege, not a right.
Now they're
right.
putting,
the sad
they're
part
putting in,
about that is
they're putting in
that
feminine
is
napkins
not
in men's rooms now.
This is an experiment. I just deleted my chat, took it right off the type chat, and we'll see if I can hang on here.
Yeah, you're doing
Well,
good
that'll
so
help.
far. You're
Hey,
doing
Zip-
good.
I turned off the.
Zippo did a video showing. There's that angle right there. See the angle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the washer goes. So if you don't lap that angle on top, you put the Teflon washer in, and it seals it
Release.
just as good.
Yeah, he knows those carburetors.
Yep.
Like I know
Inside
what the
of-
Pepsi carburetor.
Hey, it was a good
Yeah.
carburetor
Sorry,
for its day.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent carburetor.
Yeah.
Can you still get those or no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but
got
they
3 in
don't
the
last long.
Brad, I got 3 in the shed.
Oh,
You
nice.
could buy the top section, Hank, but the bottom one is discontinued. You can't buy that bottom anymore.
Really?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
and then if you get the Chinese ones, they're totally different.
Huh.
Same looking, but you can't use the bottom off of one onto the original OEM top.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, I have. When I first ran into those, I didn't know what the heck they were, right? And
Yeah.
I thankfully the motor was seized, and I chucked the motor, and I kept that damn thing, and it's come in handy. I
Good
rotate
move.
the parts. I use the parts out of it, and then I rotate the parts back into it.
First
still
one
have
I
a
worked on, go ahead, Hank.
I still have a generator of one of those on there.
No, that's an old one, boy.
Yeah.
That is because my 8-horse just has a standard Briggs 8-horse.
Yeah.
Float.
$5,000. Yeah.
Well, that chipper I got out there, that's a 94. That might have been the last time around for those.
I think 10 years maybe before.
Well, I got that giant vac, that sweeper out there. I know that's an 86,
Mhm.
and it has it.
Right. That's about
Little,
right.
little wonders you used to.
That
use.
chipper I've got was made in 94, bought brand new at Sears, and it has that same carburetor.
Maybe it was a floor model for a decade.
That could have been. Well, I know the chipper was made by MTD because you look at the model number, it has that 247 prefix. And I remember that being MTD's Sears' prefix for MTD.
First one I got that I spent trying to take apart, I was into it for about 15 minutes when I got a hold of Jake, and I said, Jake, what do they do? RTV silicone this card together? And he says, no, you idiot, you got to take out the screw first.
Yeah, and you'll wreck the long needle too if you don't.
Yeah,
watch what
I
you're
sit there trying to, I says, this thing's got to be silicone together. And Jake says, you got to pull out the main tube, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
we've all
why I
been
run
there.
the longest
And I
amount.
think that's why they leak is because so many people are dicking with that long tube at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of times, if you put it back together and it leaks, you can sometimes just unscrew it and try screwing it back in, and it'll stop the leak.
Yeah,
So it
sometimes.
was
Yeah.
Just got to get it reseated.
so it was Zippo on all my brass stuff, that even on a Honda brass jet, where I turn it in, release it, and turn it in and release it. I just do it 3 times, and that's what he does with those long tubes.
Yeah.
I like that little power bore engine, though. I actually think it runs better than some of the Briggs.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
I'm changing my mind.
whoa.
Not Power Smart. Power More is actually
More.
not.
Power
Good
Smart
engine,
garbage.
Bruce.
Yeah, but go 10 years down the line and you need a part for it.
Yeah,
Where
I
do
know.
you go? So
Ghostbuster.
yeah, exactly. It's not about how it runs now. It's about how you can maintain it in the future.
Yeah, but
Maintenance.
I'll bet you,
So
you know what?
far, Honda and Briggs are beating the pack. They really are. I mean,
I think the power mows, as long as people change the oil on them
There
and
it
use
is.
the right gasket, you won't have any issues.
exactly. I mean,
is that
Wayne, I agree completely.
The part number is 4184. If you want a 10 pack, it's 391413.
and
That's for the jets and the
that little
tubes, right?
No,
gas-
that's the washer. That's the washer.
Oh, just the washer.
yeah, that's that little Teflon washer for the
Teflon washer. You can see him putting it on. He's putting the Teflon washer on.
That looks
See,
like
I
Zippo's
think-
fingers.
In 10 years, we've seen 4 of those carburetors. In 10 years.
I tell you what, I
See
need
him a lot here on
That's
Leaf
about
I don't know
right.
where I'm going to
Yeah.
find it.
Walk behind
Wayne,
Leaf
that's
Road.
about right. That's about right.
Yeah, 4. I think we've seen 4 machines with those carbs.
And more so agricultural stuff like bush hogs.
Yeah,
and stuff.
rototiller.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the 10 horse that I sold my neighbor, that's the carb that, well, it's not that carb, but a similar carb that's on it.
You know, sometimes when you get a piece of crap like that or a beat up old piece of machinery and you don't really take a look at it, it could have all kinds of good stuff like that on there.
Yeah.
I think the last one of them that I actually repaired as a paying job was on a Coleman PowerMate generator that had an 11 horse that had that updraft flow.
Yeah, they're all on L head engines. Yeah.
Yeah, you need 3 men and a boy to start it though.
Yeah, to pull it.
Yeah, they didn't really have much for a.
James
Well,
Conlon just did a video.
I've got takes an arm to. I wish, and I priced it out new, and I ain't going to spend that kind of money. I need a bag for that giant back, and I found a bag brand new, and they're like $300 and some just for a bag.
Oh yeah, the bags for the shredders and stuff.
No, not for the shredder, for that parking lot vacuum.
Yeah, any of those vacs like the Billy Goats or even the Craftsmans and stuff. The bags
Yeah,
are
just heavy felt.
Yeah,
They're
the,
heavy,
very-
heavy
the
felt.
black heavy felt because it's ventilated. It blows through. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The mice love them.
Well, there wasn't mice that got this; it was age.
Yeah, rot. They rot too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening to me too.
I went to pull that vacuum out one day. This has been several years ago.
Yeah.
I touched the bag, and it literally was like touching. You know what happens when you touch one of the little mantles on home and lamp after they've been lit? It just literally just.
Yeah. Well, you got to let them dry out. You got to let them dry out after using them because they're moist, they'll rot.
No, it was dry. I never picked anything wet up with that vacuum.
Well, there's somehow it got wet because it wouldn't have rotted.
Well, that was the original bag.
Listen to the experience, Chapel over here. He knows.
Obi-Wan.
No,
So Henry, you were talking about the orange thread locker. We use it, but you got to let it cure for 24 hours. Is that the stuff you got?
Yeah,
24-hour cure, unless
I
you
don't have
have it to 200.
I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah, it'll cure in an hour hour or two if you heat the whatever it is to 200 degrees.
So, Mick,
no, but I mean,
you go,
if
Mick.
you put it on and you assemble, it'll be 2 hours before. So you're good. I mean, the orange stuff, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Robert, what are you doing?
You just woken up.
I just got a big package in the mail.
You know what? I couldn't tell, Robert. I really couldn't.
What'd you get, Robert? What'd you buy?
Did you sleep outside last night, Robert?
Nah, let me
He
show
looks
you
like the
real
guy at
quick.
Bob's Big Boy on the sign.
It looks like you've been doing something about Mary.
I've got plenty of grade 8 nuts and bolts now, so I don't have to worry about nothing.
Nothing better than having a big handful of nuts, mate.
Yo, whatever, Nick, whatever.
Nick, cut it out.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
have
but
your hand.
those are all fine and dandy, but what grade are they when you buy them like that?
They are kind of yellowish in
He
color.
said they're grade 8.
Yep.
Yeah, they should be. They're yellow.
Let's see the end. The end of the.
Yeah, how many lines? The other end. How many lines?
Oh yeah, you got
That's
them.
grade 8.
Here we go. Good boy.
Actually,
That's
aren't those
great.
grade 10 though? I thought grade 8's 5 and grade 10 was 6.
Grade 8 or 6.
I thought here grade 8
I
is
think
5.
so.
5 lines on a grade 8.
It is
I
five
like-
on a
I
grade.
I thought 6
It's
lines
got-
is grade 10.
Oh, okay. Let's Google it.
It's got 6.
6 lines. Yeah, usually 6 lines like a grade 10.
Yeah,
Grade
nah,
5 is what? 3?
something like that.
3 lines is grade 5, 5 lines is grade 8, 6 lines usually is grade 10.
I don't think I've ever seen a grade 10. I've seen plenty of 5s.
Yeah, yeah.
The heck
Lower
you
blade
using it
bolts
for?
are always a 5, mostly.
What are you using it for, Robert?
Well, I finally got an engine for that 5-horse chipper shredder, but I found an issue the other day when I went to put the back mounting plate. In case of the chipper flywheel, the muffler on the engine was
So, just to, what are you using them for?
well, I've got to put that chipper shredder back together, and I lost some of the hardware. I'm like, I don't believe this mess.
So you don't
So I
need.
got-
But what are you using them for?
Yeah.
To
Well,
mount the engine.
oh, the engine mounting bolts are the engine mounting bolts I've got. I've made sure I put them up.
Oh.
I cleaned them up, but
Yes,
it's just the
but what
rest
are
of the
you
hardware.
using the grade 5 bolts for?
Yeah.
I'm putting that chipper back together.
I know, but what are you using the bolts for?
Yeah. Why grade
Well,
8?
Maybe on the screen on the front.
Well, the thing is, I
There you go,
like
Kate.
grade 8. Grade 8 doesn't rust like the rest of them. Some of
They
those
don't.
nuts and
No,
bolts.
they don't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now
I
you're
like
gonna have to
grade-
watch Terrell's video to figure out how to bend that muffler out of the way. Otherwise, it ain't gonna fit.
Well, nah,
That's a cut and paste, Ken.
nah.
Yeah.
I've got that. I already got that figured out, Wayne. I already got it figured out. I got
You
the
bent
parts
her, you
ordered.
heated her up and bent her out of the way, eh?
Nah. I'm gonna completely redo it. I'll just have to wait till I get the parts in and show y'all what I'm talking about. But
Yep. Yeah.
I just gotta,
That is a nice set.
that's it. Because to go to Tractor Supply and buy all this separate or some other hardware store, some guy be like, woohoo. You better walk in there with at least $2,000 or more to get everything you need.
A lot of
I mean-
nuts and bolts there for $2,000.
Yeah, well, depending on where you go, because there's Fastenal, which now only takes credit cards. Your local hardware store, if they have enough to cover you, or Tractor Supply.
So you use that set for basically everything, or
Yeah, pretty much anything that, whatever, you know.
Anything that fits.
Yep.
there you go. There you go. So that's good.
Yeah.
But threads,
So
like
so jump
the threads on a
length
nut
and-
and bolt. No, the threads on a nut and bolt are designed to deform, and that's why some places use a 5, some places
Hank,
use an 8, some use a 2.
Hank,
Yeah.
what the hell, Hank? What the hell is that?
That's what I want to know. What's on top of that ice cream?
Yeah,
No one
that's
likes a
what I was
pie
gonna say.
plate.
What
Hang
is
on.
on top of that ice cream, Nick?
That's
Oh, yeah.
caramel fudge.
I don't know. It looks like
Yeah.
butter.
That was lemon meringue.
Is that
I am
man butter?
Oh God!
Oh, Hank.
Oh, yeah.
And
Who
you
put
guys
te-
act like I start all this shit. Oh
Who-
my
who
God.
put
Jerking
who
the
put a
dog.
quarter in
Yeah,
Hank's
well,
afternoon?
So, Bruce,
you
Bruce,
turn
you
your
weren't
back to
on
Hank for
earlier.
a second, and that's what happens. You know, he goes, yeah.
Bruce, you weren't on earlier.
Okay.
Nick's got a counterfeit EP hat on.
I saw that. I
Yeah,
already made a
Look,
comment on
look, I
Yeah.
just complained. I complained to
He's
a
been
complaint
ordering
department
from
EP.
China. I got my
And Jake-
lawyers working on the lawsuit as we
it.
speak.
Just doesn't line up right. Eh? The E looks like it's
Oh no,
kind
it's
of-
a total different font.
Wrong font.
Yeah.
Look, get Jake's ass up here and get him to explain the situation. Get him up here. Here, sort it.
I gotta
Hold
tell
on,
you,
hold on,
Jake's
hold
gonna
on.
Jake's gonna
Hold-
have a lot of fun when he watches this. I gotta tell him he's got to tune in. And
Hold
watch
on,
it.
you can file a lawsuit for.
Oh,
God
you can file
forbid
a
he
lawsuit
watches
for
these
everything
things.
nowadays.
Yeah. That only sort of tends to stick in America and Canada. Over here, we don't go for
Well,
that.
that's
Well,
you
wait a
guys
minute.
all
Hold
Damn
on,
it,
learn it
Nick,
from
I
us.
thought I had you there. Sorry.
Isn't
I
Darren
had-
Till
sorry.
English? Isn't Darren Till from the UK?
Is
He
what?
opened up a beer company called Raw Dog, and he got sued for 1.4 million by a clothing company that was something. Didn't even have raw in it, but they say that, oh no, I think it ended with raw or something, and they sued him.
Yeah,
Because they
Yeah.
trademarked the name raw.
so I take it.
That's because our court system allows anyone to sue anyone, and you still have to defend yourself.
Yeah.
And if they had it set up to where the loser had to pay everybody's court costs,
You don't go to
I
court.
guarantee this
Yep.
BS would be way
us,
gone.
us
I guarantee
Canadians
that.
don't go to court much.
Yeah, because Elvis Presley tried to sue us, Mick, but I told him hammer off.
I'm not
Well,
overly
Nick
concerned,
after
Wayne. I'm not bothered, Wayne, because it was Jake. It was Jake that gave it to me. So the managing director gave it to me. So what more do you want me to do? It was
I
a
have
gift.
to go, you guys. We'll talk to you later. I'm sorry to
Okay,
leave you.
Bruce.
We'll see you
Bye,
later.
No, bro.
Bruce.
It was fun.
Are you going,
Good to see
are
you.
you going out for
I'm glad I
supper
got
again?
online for a bit.
Are you going
Have
out
fun-
for
have
supper
fun.
again?
Have fun at the pool.
Bruce,
and
what are you at? What are you at,
slide
Bruce?
the
What
pool.
number? Where are you? What are you at?
Oh, I lost another one. Well, let me go back and have another look here. Oh, just a minute.
I don't know. Bruce looks like you got a cucaracha hat on.
Yeah, it looks a little
I know.
weird there,
Really
right?
see his hat.
That would be Carmen Miranda.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what Hank said.
Okay, I need 13 more, guys, to hit
Well, if I could
45,000.
subscribe twice, I would.
Yeah. I should get
I've
Trudy
actually gained 9 more since last week's.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm
Anyway.
at 429 now. Everybody was joking with me about the 420.
That's a good number.
Yeah,
Good number.
420.
If you're Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Hey man, you know I gotta be 420, man. You know it's good stuff, man. You know.
Yeah. I remember the Cheech and Chong days. I used to try to watch them, but my sister was like, man, it's Cheech and Chong. Nah. Cheech and Chong, up and smoke it, see.
Well, I've got to go now anyway, Ken and Stella. Thanks for having me. This hat's making my head itch. So,
Hey Stella.
It'll make you lose your hair too.
you would know, Wayne. Right, I'll catch you later on.
Later,
See
mate.
Bye, Nick.
Take care,
Be
Mick.
safe.
Later.
Later, Eliminator.
Say hi to Sue.
Will do.
Where's Carmen?
Carmen, she's I don't know. She was scratching in the box a few minutes ago. That's why I had to go away.
Well, I heard somebody meowing over there earlier. Was that Carmen?
Oh, that was me.
That was Klaus. Could have been. I have no idea. Carmen likes to yell
Are you
at
saying
me.
Klaus is a pussy?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
time. Around Stella, I am absolutely.
There, you want to see it? I got an email from a guy. Hold on.
Let me see, Ken. Hi, Ken. My Troy built is 2019 sit-down tractor, 42-inch deck. Shoots blue smoke from the muffler every time I start the engine, and the oil level is like it shouldn't be.
What the hell does that mean? Like
Yeah,
it
I'm not
shouldn't
too
be.
sure.
No. Hold on. What you reply is send me $300. I will reply with a fix.
But could it be any
That's
more
right.
ambiguous? Like it should be.
Like it
Well,
should.
it's either above the full or below the ad.
Does it
Yeah.
smell like
Yeah.
gas? Does it smell like oil? Is it over? Is it
That's
under?
Yeah, I'm with
Kenny. That's not ambiguous at all. That's very
No.
specific.
No, it's ambiguous because you don't know what the hell he means.
Yeah, is it low or is it overfilled?
It's like
All
Yeah.
I know is it's wrong.
It's very easy because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just got blue smoke. Kenny, ask him to send you $250 to $300, and
Can't
you'll
tell
reply
if it-
with a fix.
72 million SNH green stamps. There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
there you go.
Nah.
Ken's Telefix.
Now what?
Wait,
Cause
is this
that-
Ken? Is this a customer of yours, or is
No,
this just
some
some
guy-
random guy on
No,
email?
just some guy looked at one of my things, saw my email address like I post here, and decided
Yeah.
to ask me a question.
Okay.
I get them all the time.
So, Kenny, when they call us, like we get phone calls, sometimes I wonder how they get the number, the house number, and they call me. First thing I ask them, are you a subscriber? And if they say yes, I say, okay, speak. If they say no, I say, I'm going to let you know what's going on and what you got to do, but you got to guarantee me you're going to hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I'm not telling you nothing.
Damn.
I says, we only help out people that are subscribers to the channel.
There you go.
I don't give my phone number, and if people
Well,
call me
that's-
because they found it somewhere, I go like, "Don't call me."
It's like it
please."
hurts when I do this, and don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason I basically ignore all the private messages and all that stuff on email, and I say, if you want to ask a question, ask it on YouTube, and I will answer it for everyone.
Yeah, I noticed because I asked a lot of questions about scooters as John, and no, there was never any reply.
Who? John Clem?
No, just John.
John who?
No, he
That was
poses as John.
oh.
Still, I'm messing with you, honey.
Oh, well, you got to understand, my brain is kind of slow when it comes to that kind of thing.
John Blow.
Sorry.
John Doe. John
Nah,
Doe.
nah,
It's
but
that-
that.
But I have an excuse.
Yes.
Nah.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
I won't
Yeah.
talk about it here.
But
So, Stella, what state are you in?
I am on the East Coast.
Oh, I thought you were going to say inebriated.
East Coast of what?
The East Coast of the United
That's what I
States.
thought.
Yeah, but
I'm
what
on the-
state?
I'm on the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, but you got a
Wayne,
state.
Wayne, women on the internet get hassled for even less stuff than that. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah?
going to say that
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we can't tell what state you're from.
Well,
Let's
you
say-
can tell
let-
if you ask me nicely privately, but I'm
I'll
not going to
send
talk
you
about
an
that
email.
here.
Is your email address on your channel?
Indeed, it is.
Okay.
But don't use that because that doesn't work.
Yeah, because I don't ever answer that.
Stella's playing it safe, and I don't blame her.
No. I
Yeah, but you're
complete-
Stella.
I
You're in
completely
the
agree.
States. I would suggest you just weapon up because it's allowed, and you take care of business, kid.
I can take
Not
care
like
of
Canada.
business.
Over here, we can't. They want to take away my hunting guns. They don't
No,
even want
no,
me to
no,
be able
no.
to protect
I'll-
myself.
I'd probably hurt myself before I'd hurt someone else. So no, I think I not sent you some stickers or something. You should
Yeah,
know
you
where I'm
likely
from.
did. I got to check. I got a Rolodex. I think I got everything in there.
You got a what?
A Rolodex, if you can believe it.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's this.
And Wayne, I'm 56 years old. What is that? Hank.
There, he's getting
Oh,
his
sorry.
Rolex kicked
Wayne,
out.
you don't have a Rolodex. For Christ's sake, you don't have a Rolodex.
That
This
is,
not a Rolex, a Rolodex.
I know. a
dude. That is old school cool in my book. I have
Yeah.
thrown away all my
It-
Rolodex
It-
stuff.
it
It's
is.
sitting right next to his 8-track player, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
got an 8-track player too.
No
It's a
way.
good
Damn.
Cola?
Yeah, and a cassette player. Got all that shit.
I showed a cassette tape.
Wayne, you can check the private chat.
Okay.
I showed a
I
cassette.
don't. Oh, okay.
I showed a cassette to the kids about.
Okay,
10
got
years
it.
ago. And they went like, "What's this?" I said,
Nah.
"Do you have a CD?" And they said, "Yes." Okay, same thing, just smaller. Okay.
So,
And these days they come around and say, "I showed a CD to a friend of mine, and she didn't know what it was." He said,
yeah.
"Welcome to the effing club." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I must have like
Yeah.
2,000 LPs. You know what an LP is? A vinyl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a bunch of my grandpa's down the
Long,
back.
long
Playing records. Albums.
LP. LP.
There
Long,
was-
long
I-
playing.
I know
Long
what
vinyl.
I know what EP is, but LP.
LP. Long playing.
Long play.
Long
as opposed
play.
to
That-
a
that sounds like
short
what the
play.
hell is-
single.
I'm kidding, guys. I know what it is.
78s and 120s they have, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I think I
78
got a
and
guy
45.
coming here to.
78 and 45.
No,
Is it
no, and they
Mark?
had 120s too.
No,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
the
Guys, gotta go.
revolution.
Got a
It's the-
customer.
It had the big
It's
horn
been
on it.
grand.
Wayne,
All right,
how to- and can you ask Jake a question, Wayne?
Yeah.
Can he please come up one of these days?
Yes, he says one
Sloan
day
said
he's going to
that.
come up with me and we're going to do a big surprise get together.
That would
Cool.
be
That'd be
absolutely awesome.
Take care, guys.
Take care,
You too,
guys.
Wayne.
Yeah, Klaus.
No.
The 120s have the big horn that
Yeah.
you put up.
Yeah. But here they were all either 78 or 45, and that referred to the revolution. That was a 33 too, but that was in
30.
revolutions.
Well, it's
33.
like
Yeah.
Third,
Yeah.
And I- and I-
a third is
and
a
I- and
long play.
And I will say, listening to music on a good player on
Yeah.
a vinyl record is much better than a CD.
Yeah.
Much better.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
again, you have to put up with like little micro. You know, if the vinyl is not completely clean and whatnot, there's a lot of pops and crackles that go with it. But yes, you're right. The sound is much more richer and full.
I even have a first cut of a Meatloaf album, one of the Something to Hell.
Bat out of hell.
Yeah,
Bat out
that
of hell.
one. And it's a first cut on CD, and it does not even. It's better than a regular.
Oh
but
yeah,
it
you get more
doesn't- it-
bass, more highs, more
Yeah.
lows.
But it
Here-
doesn't.
here's something I found brings back memories.
Oh,
What do you got?
Oh yeah.
Is that Stevie Nicks?
Powder blue.
Powder blue tuxedo, long hair, Krager's, air shocks, traction bars, 8-track, corsage, pretty girl. Welcome to prom night in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never got to the blue.
Hey,
top.
now we know where Paradise by the Dashboard Light come up from.
I'm
right?
telling you, that's what it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what it was.
There, I
Hey,
heard-
kitty.
there I hear a cat.
She runs her mouth for. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about,
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
33.
Come on up.
Have you ever seen records that were 16 or 8?
Hi, Simone.
Simone. Message.
Simone.
I saw an
Yeah,
Instagram
I bet
thing the
you
other
did,
day.
John.
I saw an Instagram thing that I'm sure was started off as a TikTok or whatnot, but it was these teenagers who were presented with an old dial telephone and
Yeah.
had no idea
Yeah.
what it was or how to
Yeah.
use it.
I saw that.
Yeah. Shrek.
Hey, John Clem. Oh, I'm sorry. Shrek. Low
Oh, no.
battery. There
Low
you go.
battery.
No, where I was talking about 16s and 8s. Talking books. They're for the blind people. They're basically books they're read onto records. And back in the day, they did them on vinyl, and they would run them at either 16 or 8, depending
Really?
on how long it was. Yeah. Yeah, I had one of those talking book record players, and it had 3 speeds: 8, 16, and 33.
Yeah, I was going to say that's had to be a special player for that because normally they're either 33 or 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, And they also had the books on cassette, and they were what they call 4-side cassettes. The tape machines, instead of being a half track like your average cassette player, they were a quarter track.
Right.
Yeah.
They had 4-track and they had 8-track.
Yeah, it was a quarter track. They
Yeah,
called
4-track.
that.
I have a
Kenny,
Beatles
Kenny,
4-track.
this is how Danes look like in the 70s.
Who is it?
Danes.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
it's the
blue suit,
Partridge-
though. No
It's
blue
the
suit.
Partridge Family.
Well, ish. Yeah. Hold on.
No.
We got him in green too.
It's Sean Cassidy.
You know, I was a child model at that age, and I found some pictures of that going through my mom and dad's stuff. It's really pretty funny.
It is. It is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just. I mean, the clothing was just
No.
crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So was it?
So,
In
I
the-
think-
Third Rider and John Clem, would you please get your butts up here? I mean, look what I'm dealing with. I need some normality. Come on. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Bell
Oh my
bottoms.
God, the old bell bottoms.
I mean, yeah. The first Smoking the Bandit, Burt Reynolds in his. Oh man. Yeah.
Nah, but talking about them recordings, you know, it's strange in the digital field. Anything above what at 20,000, they consider it noise.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cool. What?
yeah. William Corduroys and bell bottoms. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, you always had that one girl in school with the corduroys.
Yeah.
Thunder
Once
thigh.
too fast, they'll catch on fire.
Yep. Oh yeah, was it? And people used to wear them jackets with the elbow patches on the elbow, the tweed.
Lunch. What time zone you on, John?
Lunch.
Lunch.
You see that? That was my
Yeah.
brother and I.
That's
Wow.
some good looking 70 guys there, right there. Hold on. Who's who? Who are you? You're the left one, right?
I'm in the white and my brother's in the blue.
Man, you guys had
I don't know.
hair.
In that picture, both of the outfits look white.
Man, you
Oh, yeah?
look like
One's like a light blue.
Hank, you had hair.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm surprised that was even a photograph. Did they have cameras back then?
Oh,
Yeah, one of those light flash powder things.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
magnesium.
Yeah. Hank, that's a good one. Wow.
And there's my daughter and I. And there's my typical self.
Hank, you look like $1 million, my friend. And your daughter, hold on. No, hold on. Let's see the daughter again.
Pretty girl.
Yes,
Just
sir.
got married.
Wow.
All right, enough. Settle
Yeah.
down.
Sorry. How old is your daughter there, Hank?
Let's see. That was 5 years
I mean,
ago.
how old is she now?
She's 39, I believe. Yeah.
I'm coming over.
All right.
Oh, Klaus is on the hunt. Hey, they're
Hubba.
scary.
Wait, hold on. Arch is going to get a snack. Hold on.
Art's gonna go get a snack, huh?
Mm.
is that Wayne?
No, that's Arch.
That was Archie from Archie's garage.
No.
Dilly.
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 Hank, you never talked about your daughter that much.
Got to keep her a secret, you know?
I met her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
Klaus
she-
is over there looking at his chops now. What's up with that? Well,
She actually got engaged in what do you call it? Where the big stones are next to Phil's house.
Yeah, but see, I've always learned that you're a bad pig if you can't get the others out of the trial.
there's Arch. What's up, Arch?
Stone.
Yeah.
Nah, I see what did.
I always been taught that you're a bad pig if you can't get the others out of the trial. So, Just mosey in there and see what happens.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a miracle you didn't have it.
That's
Is
not
that
a
Nick?
banana. That's my nose.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash.
Is that Nick?
It looked like Mick to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
No.
I do, baby.
I never had this much fun in a long time.
Yeah.
So
I used
so
to love
John
his
Tim-
dancing with his hat. A ding, a do, a do.
What was John Tim doing? Having lunch or what? Oh,
Somebody
hold
trying
on,
at the
hold on.
bottom.
Hold on.
Oh,
There it
Oh,
goes.
there he is. There
Which
he
one's
is.
John? Yeah.
Who knows?
There he is.
Now,
Yeah,
see,
I remember that, Arch. I remember that. You were talking about that.
now
last-
see, John, he's the kind of person, he would be holding a
Yes.
shotgun sitting on the front porch. Hey, boy, what you doing with my daughter?
That's right. Yes.
Oh yeah,
John, how are you
Shotgun
doing?
building.
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
What's up,
Thank
John?
you. You're doing good.
Not much.
It's a great party here.
What's he say? We
All,
come
all, all we need now is Dirt Rider to get his behind in gear and come on up here.
He's scared. We've been talking on text, and he said he's just scared to get up here.
Hey, Stumpy.
We don't bite. Come on
No,
now.
we don't bite much, so come on up.
Much.
Mike will be nice. Come on up, buddy. There's nothing here that you can't handle. Trust me.
Let's
Oh.
see if he takes anything else back.
Yeah.
Nope, he left it
No.
with "I'm too scared, John." I appreciate the offer, though.
Don't be scared, buddy.
Bok, bagok.
I mean, Christ, I mean, Stella is
No.
the nicest thing you can ever find, and Hank, he won't bite anybody. Robert, you'll be
I don't
nice,
bite.
and Brett, you're about as cute as they come. And John, well, you know John, he's ugly as Shrek, you know. So
Hell yeah,
Oh,
come on up.
yep.
Yeah, I
No.
don't got one eye.
No. Oh, yeah, the other evening I came out here about something after 4.
That's
You
good.
talk about
Yes.
Smokey.
Uh-huh.
Somebody
Yes.
burn some land off around here somewhere. I'm like,
Yep,
"Good
they
dog,
do that.
man."
Speaking of, well,
Hank. So
made up some really good buffalo wings the other night in the air fryer. I've got that down to a science.
nice. Nice.
I
Who
can make
the heck? Hold on.
Hold on.
What's that, John?
Hold on. Let me get that off. Hold on.
Yeah, that's an iPhone. We can't read it. So what's going on?
Hey, I use an iPhone.
That hold your horses, guys. That's Simone. Hello, Simone.
Simone?
Yeah.
Hey, Simone.
Hey, Simone.
Yeah, I tried to.
Hang
tried.
for last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
tried
were
to
you showing
find
us?
Simone.
Calvin and Hobbes or
Shop
what was
This
that,
was
John?
subscribe to me, Simone.
this was
Yeah.
the response I got from Dirt Rider.
Mike, come on up, buddy. We're not going to bite you. Come on up.
Yeah.
It's all fun
Yesterday
here.
on guns.
Yeah.
We're safe. We're safe.
And you
And
know
no,
what?
in another few minutes,
if
it's
you're
going to go
too,
gray anyway. So
yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're too rowdy, Hank will save you. It's no problem. Come on up.
Yeah.
Hey, Klaus,
Oh,
Yes, sir.
I can't bite anybody anyway if I can't see them, right?
Exactly. So
You know, it's funny you say that. I had a blind man beat me up one time,
yeah, we heard that, John.
or vice versa. I beat the blind man up. So either way, it
Well,
was bad.
Well,
I went to a whole school of them.
somebody went hurt.
no, that's one thing. You let a totally blind man get hold of you, you're not getting out. Trust me.
Mm-mm.
Been there, did that. Once they get
Well,
hold
what
of
it
you,
is, you know, well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a trouble, but it's just
Just kick him in the
I'm
nuts
like
and you'll be
this,
good. You know?
since they don't
He
have
won't
their
see it
sight,
coming.
since they don't have their sight, and I'm like this, the hearing is much more sharp.
yep.
Yeah, he heard right where it hit me.
You literally have to travel stealth
He slapped you with
around
your ears,
somebody
John.
that
Is that what you
because
heard?
they can
there?
hear it.
Hey, what?
They can't, but
He
they can.
slapped you with his ears.
No, he
Come on up,
heard
Charlie.
right where to hit me at.
Oh,
The other
There
thing
he
is, the other
dang.
thing about being visually impaired is your sense of smell is more acute.
Yeah, so lay off the chili if you come to Arch's garage tonight.
No, one,
Brilliant. Love it.
no, that restaurant,
Oh boy.
that restaurant I worked at one time, by the cooking station. I'm like, I smell natural gas. And they finally came over and they sprayed stuff around it. And they like, dang, you smell that? I'm like, yeah, well, when you're visually impaired, your other senses kick in.
There you go,
It ain't
William.
cold.
I'm right with you there. I am,
Yeah.
William. Good one.
And on
Natural
top of the fact,
gas.
yeah, but
For
on
some
top of the
reason,
fact,
I
hey,
always got hit the most.
Say hi
Natural
to Charlie,
gas.
Charlie. You're looking at the camera.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh, somebody
Sean,
sitting
you
on a
okay?
duck?
who ripped?
That Charlie?
Who did it rip?
That wasn't Charlie.
Wasn't me this time.
I'm just saying, it wasn't me.
yeah. And on top of the fact, a totally blind person at the age of 18, they got the
Kenny,
best hearing in the world. They can hear
Yeah, look at
frequencies we
like
can't hear.
Stevie Wonder. Look at Stevie Wonder in now.
Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember, it's just over 2 hours, so the alcohol's kicking in.
Yes,
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
And
I
no, that
tried
part,
to.
that part was not Charlie or me. That was Charlie. He wouldn't be up here in a chair with me right now. Trust me.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I've got an app on my phone.
There you go. Yeah. Simone, it was you. Jesus.
Take care, Mother Coach.
It was Simone.
Oh, is that-
Take care, Motor Coach.
I should use that
man.
at Duchess when there's someone in front of me.
Simone, that was.
Oh,
It's the one that you would
Yeah.
least expect. It is
Go,
the one.
go power right there.
Is the one that's perpetrating it. What the hell's up with that?
My mum got me to download this app. It's hilarious.
Oh,
There are
she's got more fire.
75 different fart
Oh.
sounds.
oh,
There you go.
and I tried to. Yeah, I tried to subscribe to Simone, but I can't find her YouTube channel.
Nah, I don't need to know. I
Why do
just
my
know-
parts
God,
smell
that's
so bad?
terrible.
Billy Sparks.
Well, I'll explain
What
that
you
when she
eat,
eats
that
cabbage
does
is
it.
rough.
Exactly. and beer does not help. And
Yeah.
No, especially if you have and
Boiled eggs.
McDonald's breakfast burritos don't help either.
chili and beer, that's just gonna
Oh
make
my-
everything smell.
My grandmother could tell you what you ate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
By your farts?
Yes, my
Yeah.
grandmother
Yes,
could tell exactly
Was
what
she
you
blind?
ate. No.
Yeah, you can tell the joke about the blind person fell in love with the fart.
That's right.
Or the joke, what do you call pickled bread? Dildo.
Yeah, Al. Exactly. Who needs to know?
Just don't use bookmarks. They like their pig.
Kenny, kill it.
Man.
Get back.
Anyone ever
Why,
watch Breaking Bad?
William?
Hey, anyone ever watch Breaking Bad?
no.
No,
Oh yeah.
no.
Oh yeah.
Is that the
Stella has.
where they're making the meth?
Yeah.
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 I hope it's close.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That was called the Breaking Bad fart scene.
Mm.
I knew that sooner or later the conversation was literally going to turn to shit.
No, but when I saw it on the floor, I was like,
Check and compression is close to each other. It's
Yeah, Gary, I saw that.
No, the fart's good enough, but then you get the Hershey squirt. You're like,
yeah, Gary, you're in trouble. Yeah.
If you ever,
I think you want the cheese.
if you get a chance to watch Gilstrap, Gilstrap,
Yeah.
he walks around like different. He goes all over the world, but he does a lot here in the U.S. And he walks by people, or they walk by him, and he lets these god awful, juiciest, nastiest farts out. It's mechanical farts, but they sound real.
Oh, yeah.
And people freak out, and it's
God
just
knows
funny
how
to
they
watch.
release them.
There was one, he did that in a
That's
walk.
it, Gilstrap TV.
Literally lost it. I mean, well, I'm talking. Gonna beat the shit out of him.
Nah, there was a guy over in the Netherlands. He would go out in public, and I mean, you talk about burp, the decibels on some of his burps. I'm like, and he just walk away. He let one out and walk off like,
Oh, you mean Yanagi?
yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know how he does that or what he drank to do that. But
Nah,
I've seen
he
some
was
of his videos. He did it in the library. That was.
Nah, see, he swallows air real hard. He'll try to swallow air, and after a while, he let one out. I'm like, dude, I'd hate to have a decibel meter around him. Them things be like, that's 106 decibels right there, buddy.
I've never put the decibel meter on one of mine. Maybe I should try that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've
keep
seen that. Dude.
18 seconds, world record.
Golly.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna call it because we're over 2 hours and 6 minutes. So if anyone wants to come up, got room.
I don't guess Mike's going to come up. He's still
Mike, come on up. We're
chicken.
gonna be private in about a minute. So whoever wants to come up.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah.
Just going to quickly mention.
Instead of dirt rider, it's chicken rider.
I had a pretty busy day today. I went to the local college, and I found out about doing a welding course.
Oh, nice.
Now, do you have to take that #1 course first, or whatever they call it?
Well, there's this what they call boot camp. So you do this first, and then you get registered for the welding course. But check that out and tell me what you think's wrong with that image. If any of you have done welding.
I love the gloves she's wearing.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, but why is the shielded glass up around their eyes?
How did you get those fields we talked about?
This is called augmented reality welding.
Oh.
So it's all computerized.
VR, yeah, VR.
Yeah, VR. So I'm going to be doing that.
Oh.
And then when I get to level 1, NVQ they call it.
Yeah.
I might be doing more of this.
So are you registered or what?
Well, I filled in the application today, sent it all off, and they're going to they're going to get in touch with me.
Nice. That'll be fun.
I hope that works.
So do I, but I won't be able to start any courses until September.
Ken, take that down, please.
Take what?
I had a question about motor.
Can he kill it?
I'm not the only one that controls, John. So.
Oh, okay. The troublemaker.
Mike, come on.
Troublemaker.
Yeah.
Mike, here. This is your last
innocent.
I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds, Mike.
Yeah, well, I can't do all film strengths in 30 seconds. So.
Damn.
Simone, cut it out.
She is.
All right, who's got? All right, who's got?
Turn on the freaking exhaust.
Hey, who's got the pink? Who's got the pink whoopee cushion?
You got about 10 seconds left.
Nothing beats a Mexican bean burrito.
Here, let me message Mike real quick.
Well, all he's got to do is click the link, John. We could be off as long as he clicks the link.
Yeah, it just won't be public.
Yeah, it just won't be public. Click the link. All right, I'm going dead. See you, everybody.
Ken,
Take
have a
care,
good
everybody.
Thanks
It's
for
been great.
having me, Ken.
Bye.